Hi, this is Alan Eccles. Welcome to Manufacturing Marvels. Today we're in Rockdale, Illinois, and home of the KWM Gutter Corporation. For over 40 years, this family-owned and operated corporation has been producing the finest continuous gutter machines in the United States. The machines is in the DNA of the Miner family. Owners Keith and Ken Miner oversee the company's daily operations. They are masterful in manufacturing KWM's Ironman gutter machines and are nationally recognized as experts in seamless roll-forming equipment. KWM's entire product line is manufactured in their 100,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility. KWM is conveniently located just 45 miles southwest of Chicago, making access to their facility and product delivery advantageous to customers and distributors alike. But the company's reach is really quite global. KWM gutter machines are sold in 5 continents, including North and South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. Visit them at kwmgutterman.com. This is Alan Eccles for Manufacturing Marvels.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are coming to you from Minneapolis, Minnesota at the Minnesota Racquetball Hall of Fame tournament brought to you by KWM Gutterman. I'm Carrie Reitmeyer, bringing you our first singles match of the morning here. We will be watching the number 2 seeded Conrado Moscoso take on the number 15 Diego Gastelum. This starts the round of 16s here at the tournament. Yesterday, Conrado played a young and somebody we haven't seen on the IRT tour much or yet, I would dare to say, Alex Sierra, easily winning that match. Diego Gastelum played Robbie Collins yesterday, winning that one in 2. 15-14, 15-14. Interesting about that match, Diego was down 14-8 the first game, came back and won, and down 14-9 the second game and came back and won. So kudos on him for not, letting either one of those get away from him. So that's what brings us to this match here. And now my co-host has arrived. Mr. Matt Miller is joining me today. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, young lady. How are you?
Do you like Matt or Matthew?
Well,
only if you're in trouble.
My grandson's Matthew.
Oh, I love that.
When I hear the word Matthew, it's usually by a guy in a black robe with a gavel, and that's never a good thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
Robbie Collins is our ref here this morning. I will let you know that on our IRT Club stream is number 3 seeded Andres Acuna taking on the number 14 seed Kadim Carrasco. Fabio Soto is bringing you those matches. So if you are an IRT Club member and want to check out that match, head on over. If you're not an IRT Club member, check into that. It is $15 a month. You can join online by heading to irttour.com, clicking the drop down, and registering there. There's a lot of extra content. You get player interviews. There's extra games. One of the games, Matt, you were here late last night. One of the games that was shown on that court was an 11-10 tiebreaker, an hour and 30 or 40-minute match. What a treat. What a treat.
Oh, my goodness, that was awesome. Some of those rallies, those kids, it was the youngsters of DJ Mendoza and Cole Sendry, and they were up against Jonathan Flores and Jaime Martel. We're about to get going here with Mr. Two Shoes.
Yep, Conrado winning the serve. Here we go, 0 serve 0. Short serve.
That wasn't short by a whole heck of a lot, I can tell you that. I had a pretty good angle at it. This should be a pretty good little match. I think Diego realizes it's a little bit of an uphill battle, and I don't mean that with any disrespect at all, but he is playing against one of the best in the world.
Yeah, you know, somebody that just walked by said Diego is playing well, he's playing better, and I said, you know what, but believe it or not, so is Conrado.
Yeah.
You know, his serve.
That shot notwithstanding.
Yeah, right. Never look away.
Yeah.
But yeah, Conrado, you know, his serving game, I think for me it started back in Denver at the Worlds tournament. Something happened, an extra switch was turned on, and his serves have just been rockets.
Wow. Called a skip on that one. It appeared to be as well. Oh, Diego. Diego says play it over. You know what? That's one of the things about this sport. I mean, you know, we always talk about integrity and those kind of things.
Just did, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And it's.
Yeah. I wonder if this was a match between somebody much closer to Diego, like in his skill level, if he would have done that. Or if he would have said, nope, it's a skip, I'm taking it. But whether it's the respect for Conrado or I thought it skipped.
Yeah, I did as well. I mean, I will say this. No, it looks like they're trying to start without a ref. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough here. The ref's, there we go. He's trying to get changed up. Knowing Diego, my guess would be that he would have done the same thing.
Yeah,
regardless of who he's playing. He's a good kid.
He is a good kid.
Even though he tried to scare me by hitting the ball against the glass right in front of me right before we started. And it worked. It scared me. It's like we're having some technical difficulties with the electronic scoreboard.
Yeah, so Diego spent some time in Omaha with us a year ago.
Yep. Coming
in between tournaments, so the Nebraska peeps got to get to know him very well. All right, we're back at it. We'll get the score up here for you in a minute. Conrado serving, Diego receiving. Great pickup by Diego.
So much like last night in the doubles we watched with Cody and
Cody and
who was Cody's partner? I can't even think of it last night.
Cody and
Diego,
yeah.
You know, this is, I believe, the keys for this Diego is to just play his game and try to minimize his mistakes as much as possible.
You know, the tournaments tend to run together, but these two matched up very recently here, and I recall Diego's getting like 11-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, you know, a nice showing. I'm sure he wants to build on that, and that's what he should do. That should be his train of thought. Or is that serve short? Oh, I thought that serve was short, but.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like you said, it is, I would have to think that that's got to be some motivation, right? Like he's played him before. I got whatever the number is. We'll call it 7. Last time I want to get 9. I mean, of course, they always want to win, right? But they're also, I mean, there's a reason Conrado's number 2 in the world, right? You know, so I know that's the way I do it when I play against people that are better than me, which is pretty much everyone. But, you know, I have some internal goals. It'd be curious to, I mean, I don't think they want to admit it in front of the other person, but it'd be curious on the side to find out what that really is. My goodness, that serve is flat.
I'm not. Oh, Diego's looking for a screen. So he was showing where the ball was. He held it right there for Robbie.
Kind of hard to call a screen when it hits the sidewall on the way back. I think Robbie just explained that to him as well. The intensity, I don't care who is in that court. It's really fun. And this is the beauty of this particular sport and this event, much like many of the IRT events, is the access and the accessibility for us amateurs to be to the court. And, man, you just don't see that in any other – look at that. That's a beautiful pass. You don't see that in any other sport. I mean, we can see if he stubs his toe, you know, he makes a grimace on his face. We're literally 8 feet from him.
And you also know whether he likes mustard on his sandwich or not because
it's on his shirt.
Yeah. because we get to eat with them
Yep.
and sit with them and talk with them. So, yeah, it's definitely a unique experience.
So if you haven't been to it, that's a beautiful get. Man, the hands.
Oh, shoot. Had it. Yeah.
Yeah, he just blinked, his eyes closed. Second shot's always easier. So if you haven't gotten to an IRT event and you're out there watching, I highly recommend it. It's such a unique experience to be this up close and personal.
Next up, 2 weeks from now, is Chicago, Illinois. A couple weeks after that will be Fountain Valley, California. A couple weeks after that is Montana. So there's plenty of opportunities.
And if you haven't been to Chicago, Glass Court Swim and Fitness?
No, it's
it's
somewhere different this year. It's Schaumburg.
Yeah, that's the glass courts. It's not the same court?
No, I don't know what it's called, to be honest with you. I'll have to look that up. We can ask Dave Negretti. He's sitting
He's
right
right over
beside us
there.
here, yeah.
Holding court with people. There's a shock, right?
Can't leave it that high. Forced to skip by Conrado. You know, and the other thing is when you're seated, 16-3, they don't see each other a lot. And the more that Diego would have the experience of playing Conrado, that also helps. Then you get used to his pace, not used to, but you get familiar with his pace of ball. You get familiar with what frustrates him. But when you only get to meet him twice in 12 months, it's hard to make some of those improvements. But nice point there for Diego. 1 serves 5, first one on the board for him.
It's much like a prize fight, right? A lot of times they come out early and try to feel each other out and see what they're doing. But to your point, it's also pretty difficult. These games don't last forever, and when you get down 8, 9, 10 to 1, or a big disadvantage, it's you start scrambling. Let's see what kind of serve. Conrado's been primarily drive serving to the backhand corner. Man, that's a good serve. Holy cow. Uh-oh, little stumble.
Right.
That was a hard landing. He didn't get up too terribly quick with that. So Diego comes with the side out there. 1 serves 5 here. He's been also going with a drive serve. He's done a couple of drive Z's which would be the forehand side for Conrado. That one, I think he was trying to really drive it deep in that back corner. Just got a little too much air under it.
Oh, that's the shot he wanted.
Yep.
Conrado had to clear, get behind him. He had the front court there.
Yeah, he was exactly. He had
Look
everything
at him, too.
he
He's like, oh.
Yep.
Couldn't have asked for anything better.
Had exactly what he wanted. They could have pinched it away from him. I mean, still not a guarantee Conrado's not going to get it because his court coverage and awareness is pretty high level.
5 serving 1.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot right there. Very well played by Diego. Conrado, I mean, you can't cover everything. I know he tries to, and a lot of times he can, but that was very well placed. Yeah, I don't know that it was necessarily it'd be technically a wide angle pass, but that was essentially the end result.
Great ace serve to the forehand of Conrado.
A couple dozen more of those, and he's right back in this.
Yeah. Just to clarify, the event is called the Schaumburg Tennis Club in Chicago here in just a couple weeks. That is on the IRT schedule. You can find that online, irttour.com.
Another beautiful rally, exactly what he wanted. A 3-shot rally, as they say, or drive serve, less than perfect return, and kill.
Good job tracking it down. Great shot. Again, Conrado's just too good, and when he's there and can get a racket on it, he's, a high percentage going to get a good return on that.
Plus, he wears cool shoes. Confuses me, but
I like it.
that doesn't take much.
Yeah. You said it, not me.
Yeah, well, you wrote it down. I saw.
Oh, great pickup. That ball died back there. And he ends up getting into the service box because of it.
That's right. Here's one of the biggest things that always amazes me with, especially being this close and watching these guys. Right now, these guys are both professionals. Is what they do. They're obviously phenomenal players, but
skip ball.
there is a definite sound difference.
Oh yeah.
When they hit that ball, when Conrado hits that ball clean, holy cow, that's got a different crack.
Five serving 3. Conrado sticking with that drive serve. Forehand, short serve.
Short. Does the old two-fisted backhand around the world to get back in the service box, and their little it looks like both of them got their Mr. T starter sets going around their neck. The necklace is hanging out. They got to keep messing with those. And
do you think either one of them know who Mr. T is?
no chance.
Oh.
They're looking for Eric Trujillo's father when we say Mr. T.
Oh, right. Funny. So here's what I know it's early in the game here, 3 serving 5. But what I'm noticing different about Diego so far, and it is early in the match, great diving get, another good get off the back. Oh.
A rare miss hit. Oh, he wants that.
Yeah,
nope, he knows.
he
knows.
thought.
He was leaning left and the ball went right. He knows. And that's still one of my favorite things about these young players. Well, all the players, but especially when you see a young player that has the integrity to realize I wasn't getting that. You know, I probably could have begged for it, but.
What I was going to finish here is that Diego sometimes gives a body language that I don't love.
Which is?
He shrugs his shoulders. He looks down, and I'm not seeing it as much. That's kind of what I wanted to say here. It is early in the game, but I think that can be the key factor in that next level. You know, because again, your athletic ability takes you so far. Your physical capabilities, how mentally you are in the game, but then you have to be able to say, I'm not going to get every shot,
Nope.
but I'm also not going to drop my head just because I didn't get a shot. Let's move on to the next one. Almost got that.
Correct. That's actually a really good observation. The other thing that I just noticed as you were saying it, because while you were saying it, I was looking at Diego, is just the difference in the breathing habits, the breathing repetitions, whatever the proper terminology would be. Conrado's a little bit more calm breathing. Diego, his heart's probably doing 7 million miles an hour beats per minute right now, like mine would be. And it's managing and controlling that, right? And that comes with experience.
Yes.
Playing these big matches, high-level opponents. That is sick.
Isn't it sick?
That is sick. Did he call that shot?
Corner pocket.
Yeah. Over the
Off
shoulder.
39
and 7/8 foot over the shoulder rollout, you know. 8 serves 3, is that what I heard correct?
Yep. Short serve.
See, now there's a difference. What I was just saying about the breathing. Now I'm paying a little bit more attention. Diego, his breathing has calmed down. Let's see if he can get a side out of it.
Great pickup. Just too much.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
When you're playing defense like that, you just got to hope that you get some help from something else. We are going to stick around here and talk about a couple things. New sponsor that we have, the Rainstorm Group. Rainstorm Group.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, good. Well, thank you for clarifying that. Yes, if you have any questions, need any help with your taxes, give them a shout out. They're contact information is on the screen right there. We appreciate your support very much. And don't forget, oh my gosh, I posted this on our Facebook page in Nebraska, and the amount of messages I got back saying, oh my God, we ordered their coffee, it's great.
It is. It's very,
so,
very good.
For all you watching right now, Papa Nicholas Coffee, another great sponsor of ours, 50% off. I believe it's anything on their website. I understand they have lots of things besides just coffee. But use the promo code IRT50. And if you already drink their stuff, let us know what you think.
Yeah, in the chat. And it's interesting that you bring up sponsors, because as the people at home are watching, you can see all those stickers on the wall on the stream. And it's an event that cannot happen without all of these generous people that you see up on the wall, from the Coldwell Bankers to the Papa Nicholas, Frank Hotels, Trevor Larson, Formula Flow, Ventex, and Bookkeeping as I go down the list. And then there's some other individual names up there, and it's North Star Medical. It's definitely something that cannot happen without help from them. And I say it at every chance that I can. You can see what they do. Go check them out. If you're in the need for any of their goods or services that they do, give them a shot.
And here's the deal. Even if you don't, and you just are sitting here on a Friday afternoon and want to shoot a text or an email and say, we appreciate your support.
Yep.
I saw it. I know it. I'll keep it in mind. It makes a big deal.
It really does.
Yeah, it really does.
I mean, these are the truth of the matter is these are the people that keep our sport going. The names you see on the wall, the people that volunteer their time at tournaments. Oh, my goodness.
Great.
That's a way to come out of a side out or a timeout, excuse me.
10 serving 3.
Besides that, have you looked at any of those properties that Frank Hotels has? My goodness, is that some good-looking stuff.
We're going to be staying at
we're going to be staying at yet. Of course you are.
There was a silent auction. I'm really good at winning silent auction stuff.
Yeah.
And so, Greg and I are going to
I don't know that Greg would agree with your winning of the silent auctions,
right?
But I know we appreciate it. I know we actually have a couple on our banquet Saturday night. We have a couple of items from Frank Hotels, so thank you very much to Mark Frank and his whole team there.
God, another rocket of a serve. Great retrieval by Diego. Oh, and he had himself in the right position there. Yeah.
It's hard to hit something you can't see.
Yeah.
It's coming 65 million miles an hour. A little bit of an exaggeration.
Little. I see a question about a tournament in the chat. All the tournaments can be found on irttour.com, but the Montana tournament is the last weekend of April and the first weekend in May. So forgive me, I don't have the exact dates. Maybe it's the 30th through the 1st or whatever that happens to be. Nice pass by Diego. They're both playing here right side, right side, right side. Conrado kind of expected it come back to the right. Diego with a nice cross-court shot to the left. Gets him in the service box 3, serving 12.
And you can see Conrado in the back. He kind of was shaking his head a little bit, realizing that he missed that one. I think at this point these tournaments, especially when you're playing doubles like he is as well, as it's a lot of matches in a few days. So he understands he got away with one there and raises his hand right away like, gosh, as much as I want to hit the winner, I don't want to do it on a miss hit, They realize they got to get off the court when they can, right? These matches, you got to do your work.
Yeah, because the winner of this match will be playing again here 5 o'clock today. So they'll get a little bit of a break. Well, starting at 5, 6, 7, 8, I think are the match times this afternoon. We do have, I'll use that opportunity to tell you we've got a full day of streaming coming up. After this, we have an 11 o'clock singles match, 2 o'clock doubles match. Take a little break, and then we'll be back at 5, 6, 7, and 8. So be sure to hang out with us this Friday. Short serve.
And Saturday and Sunday, but especially Friday. We got to get through Friday first.
Friday fun day.
There you go. I like it. And back to that point is the true professionals know that, okay, these early rounds, the beauty is for us fans is we get to watch more matches, right? For the professionals, they got to play more. and they got to just handle their business and get done and off the court, get their rest. He's not happy about something.
Yeah, that's the look I usually see a little sooner. I'd like him to shake that off a little quicker.
Is he complaining about the
No, to
drive
himself.
serve?
No,
Oh,
to himself.
it's all about his, okay.
No,
All right.
no. He missed the shot. He wished he had gone down the line, and so he's frustrated with himself. But I'd rather shake that off.
We're at 14-4, serving for game number 1. 14-4. Just like the ref just said.
Is there an echo in here?
Yeah.
Conrado will stick with that drive serve, and I would say, why not?
Wow.
Here's a setup for Conrado, and he misses it. So Diego with another opportunity to score here. 4 serves 14.
I'd be curious to ask, and I have other people, but I'll save it for after this.
Screen serve.
Looks like he looked down at his strings like he might have broke a string. I see there's a big gap in the strings.
And some fraying maybe, I see, yeah.
That was really close to a 3-wall serve. I'd be curious to see, that'd be a question I'd like to hear from some of these guys, is in a match like this, right? The game, you're down 14-4. Yes, they think they can come back and win every match, but is there a different philosophy at that point? Are you trying to not give up the game, but get ready for game number 2, try to get some momentum going, whether it's through hitting better drive serves, maybe changing up your serve? He's got a little stretch going on his back there. Hopefully it's nothing that's going to affect him, and he's just... We'll see here shortly.
Yep, set up.
Well, that ball sounded weird, both shots. Almost like a little bit of a changeup. I think Conrado was waiting for that thing to get to his feet a little quicker than it did.
Ooh, very close, very close.
No argument?
No. These games are played to 15 points. We play 2 to 15, tiebreaker to 11 if needed.
Ooh, that was a nice little backhand flip. That was covered very nicely by Bolivia. Bolivia's finest. Mr. MOSCOSO in his 2 shoes. That nickname's going to stick, I think, 2 shoes.
Really? Another game point opportunity here for Conrado.
Boy, oh boy.
And that does it. Conrado takes game number 1. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the start of game 2 on IRT Live.
Hi, this is Alan Eccles. Welcome to Manufacturing Marvels. Today we're in Rockdale, Illinois, and home of the KWM Gutter Corporation. For over 40 years, this family-owned and operated corporation has been producing the finest continuous gutter machines in the United States. Building the highest quality gutter machines is in the DNA of the Miner family. Owners Keith and Ken Miner oversee the company's daily operations. They are masterful in manufacturing KWM's Ironman gutter machines and are nationally recognized as experts in seamless roll-forming equipment. KWM's entire product line is manufactured in their 100,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility. KWM is conveniently located just 45 miles southwest of Chicago, making access to their facility and product delivery advantageous to customers and distributors alike. But the company's reach is really quite global. KWM gutter machines are sold in 5 continents, including North and South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. Visit them at kwmgutterman.com. This is Alan Eccles for Manufacturing Marvels.
Welcome back, welcome back. You are joining us in a match already in progress here at the 2026 Minnesota Racquetball Hall of Fame event brought to you by KWM Gutterman, Conrado Moscoso, and Diego Gastelum. Conrado pretty much walking away with the first game, I would say, 15-4. I'm joined by Matt Miller. Matt, if you're Diego's coach, what did you just tell him between games?
Well, I think the biggest thing he needs to do, like we talked at the beginning, is just execute his shots, right? I mean, he's got to not make the easy mistakes. I mean, mistakes are going to happen. Part of that's being put out of position by your opponent and all that. But when you're set up, execute your shots. And, you know, you do that, and the good, ooh, that might have been a missed call.
Yeah, I agree. Very close.
Might have been a missed call.
It is a little a ways from us.
Yeah.
We're on the opposite side, but I also think sometimes we have a good view of that. But either way, second serve coming up here for Diego.
I'll throw it back to you if you're Conrado's coach. Or if you're in his corner, what are you telling him?
Just don't let up. You know, you don't want to give too many opportunities away that you then end up regretting. I'd say get in there, get in, get out. Like we talked about earlier, you've got more games to play between. If
she bounced twice before Conrado.
Gives him the lead in this game. 1 serving 0.
Commanding lead, if I'm in there. That's what
right.
I call it.
Love it. Very determined, following the ball super well, and then when he has the opportunity to strike the ball, striking it well. Great little interchange and rally there by Diego, 2-0.
It all started with that really good serve to the forehand side here, just past the short line, and he's been mixing that in really nice.
Oh, had an opportunity there for another. Yeah, I just wish he would have had a different shot choice. Exactly. That's the one you should have chose. You are correct.
I think he wishes that too, based on his body language there.
0 serving 2.
Conrado setting up. He's been primarily hitting that drive serve to the backhand corner of Diego. And on cue, he goes to the forehand side. What Diego was calling for a short serve. It was really close. Good get there. I think we're going to need a towel timeout there because he slid at least 10 feet across the floor there. Maybe not. Maybe he hasn't sweated enough to warrant that. He certainly slid very nice form. I saw he had his toes pointed, arms out. It's a short serve, and the guys clearly didn't hear him tap the glass. Or whatever. They just keep tapping the glass.
Yeah.
Use the glass or whatever. They just keep tapping the glass.
Yeah.
Use the microphone. That was another really close call there. I mean, from our angle, it might have looked like it crossed the line, but.
Great get. Wow.
You know, and this is where the veteran in Conrado also, he's been here before.
Yes.
He's had people make runs towards him, right? And there's almost a point where you kind of absorb the body shot, so to speak, and try to hope that your opponent punches himself out, to use a fight term, and then you take over. And let's see if that's the case here. Again, pretty heavy breathing from Diego.
Oh, he had that shot too. Yeah, and that heavy breathing, you got to realize some of that comes with adrenaline causes that. It's not so much that you're absolutely pooped, which could be too, but that adrenaline just kind of gets you amped up.
And he did just dive side to side.
Oh, there's that.
Yeah, there's that. So you and I aren't used to that, because if I'm on the ground, it's because I fell.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice.
Bet you he wishes he had that back. Tried to get cute with it, and Diego wasn't buying.
Again, appreciate everybody watching. You can find us on the normal channels, IRT Facebook page and YouTube. Like and share and always comment. We enjoy them. Sometimes we can't read them right as it's happening, but certainly like to look back and see, what people's thoughts were and on the matches that we bring to you. That's a 2-bounce.
He called it right away on himself as he was slamming into the wall, crashing in. You know how good we are, Carrie? We've even got people sitting 10 feet away from us talking to us in the
I
chat.
saw that. That's somebody that can't get enough racquetball, clearly.
Yeah.
Hello, Valena. Short serve. Yeah, good for Robbie to see that again. He's kind of way to the left. That serve's just barely hitting short on the right here.
Trying to see what the score is here.
1 serving 4.
I would expect Conrado to make his move here. Try to get on the get some momentum going himself. That's not going to help Diego.
There's the emotion. I don't hate the emotion. Just now let's use it in a positive way.
It's tough. That's number 2 in the world. You left him a plum at 36 feet. That's really tough to overcome. I think that's probably where the frustration is with him.
What a serve. Great return by Diego. Yeah, just too much from Conrado. Great passing shot on the left side wall.
Yep, and that's where, as I was saying a few minutes ago, Conrado knows, okay, it's time to clock in and let's get a run going here of our own to try to create some, tie it up, and if not, extend some lead here. We got a whole bunch of touring professionals showing up today. They've been here, but they're all starting to pile in the building right now.
Nice rally there. Love that exchange of 10 shots or so. The ball never reached anything above 6 inches.
That's crazy. And they got him, too. We got Eric behind me trying to help
host tournaments at college campuses.
Yeah.
Is seeing these kids walk by going, what is this? What is going on? Love it.
Yep, and Eric is still back here trying to get Diego's attention, who's not paying attention. And it's really neat, to your point of saying that, this sport, and part of my personal opinion, part of the reason why it doesn't necessarily translate as well, beautiful, beautiful get there, translate as well to TV and that stuff, is because of the subtle nuances, right? I mean, if you're playing tennis or the P-word sport, any of the...
Quote me, but we've got about 11 countries that are represented here. And certainly, 20 states probably. Again,
Yep.
don't know exactly. But so people come from all around to enjoy these events. And we love to share it with those of you that want to come watch it in person.
Correct. These athletes are incredible. He's a little confusion on what the serve was. Serve was good. Oh, he's saying take 2. Look
and
at
I'll
that.
tell you why. Conrado looked out here again to another fellow pro and said, how was it? What do you think? And the fellow pro said, I didn't think it was good. So Conrado said, all right, let's go with 2. I'll take 2 serves again. Noble.
Just too good of a shot from old 2 shoes.
7 serving 4. If you remember, Diego led all the way up to 4, and now Conrado's come back to take the lead. 7 serving 4.
Yeah, this is a 6-0 run right now. The primal scream of the racquetball athlete. he refuses to look over at Eric, who's going to throw his shoulder out of socket trying to get his attention.
Which can be good and bad. It
Yeah.
could be that he's in there, he's focused, he thinks he knows what he needs to do to, you know, stay in this game. So I like that. But on the other hand, if Eric's got something profound to tell him, you know, you want that opportunity. Oh, my.
Look at this.
Oh, my. Oh,
Wow.
almost. Great rally. A little bit of everything in that mix there.
Yep, and he definitely did the old zag when he should have zigged. In that previous shot that Conrado did up close to the front wall, zigged and zagged. 7-4.
7 serving 4.
So a side out there, and then now let's see if Conrado can try and extend it.
The number 1 player, Kane Wazelenchuk, taking on the number 16, Diego Garcia. On your IRT club court will be number 4, Jake Bredenbeck, and number 20, Eric Trujillo. A little bit of a break. Then at 2 o'clock, we've got doubles. The team to beat, Javier Mar, Rodrigo Montoya, taking on Jonathan Flores and Jaime Martel, who are probably still tired after last night's match. And at 2 o'clock on the IRT club court, the doubles will be Kadim Carrasco, Conrado Moscoso, against Diego Garcia and Gerson, I forgot his last name. Anyway,
Got a couple last
that's it.
names.
Yes, he
Starts
does.
with an
Miranda.
M. Miranda, yep.
Yep, Miranda.
I
Thank
was
you.
going to say it starts with an M. I know that from the check-in sheets. It's kind of fun to turn around and look, you know, as this tournament goes on. We've got a whole slew of our local players watching here, which, of course, it's free to watch. So come on down if you're in Minnesota. Short. Thank you, referee.
Yep, that was a short serve for sure. He did say it. I could hear him, but I guess they didn't.
But our hearts aren't beating 600 miles an hour, and yeah, that's the
Saying we
motion
couldn't
he's
quite,
doing.
Yep, couldn't quite hear it.
Yeah, and he's off camera, so you couldn't see him, but he was motioning to the referee to make that announcement a little louder. So, ooh, look at that.
Nice. Oh, you know, that was good. That was good. Yeah.
We had a pretty good view.
We did have a really good view. Pretty risky, but Diego was very confident in taking that shot.
Yep.
And again, he needs to check his receiver, which he does. He's going to get a screen serve on that.
Diego needs to put something on the board here. I mean, he's been sided out, if that's a term, it is now. Last 4 or 5 rotations in the box, you know, and that's a tough one. He almost got it, too. That didn't work, did it? Those were off camera, too, and somebody just dropped their phone.
Somebody.
Let's see what old Two Shoes can do here.
Great pickup by Diego.
Yeah, you got to call that right away, Mr. Referee, because that's where someone gets hurt, because Diego had stopped. Conrado was coming up with a head of steam and dove right near his feet, so and no problem for Conrado doing it. He didn't know that the ball wasn't, the rally
Still in
was
fight,
over.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, short.
I'm going to disagree with you on that one.
Yeah.
I saw it short as well. The one few times that my prescription has served me well, no pun intended.
Gosh.
Wow, the hands.
What do you do?
He's looking at us like, my
Oh.
goodness, what do you do? And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Conrado Two Shoes Moscoso. That's what makes him as good as he is. Again, this is probably the 6th or 7th side out. You know, he's been stuck on 4 forever. He needs to side out Conrado and then start chipping away.
Set up for Conrado. Yep. Too easy, too many choices.
I probably said it too much last night, but I think the price of admission just went up. Conrado might have kicked it into that other gear. This one's slowly getting away from Diego. Looks like you're messing with your Mr. T starter set as well.
All messed up here.
Whoa.
Wow. Just a flat forehand pinch rollout from the right corner.
He points to the skies.
11 serves 4.
So here's the real trick for Conrado if he needs to complete the look, right? He's got the 2 shoes, but he's got the same socks.
No, yeah.
He's got to go for the opposite color socks as well.
If we get the chance to interview him later, I'll be sure to bring that up.
Yeah, let him know it was your idea in case he gets mad. Man, that was a beautiful rally there, getting back to the game. 12-4, is that what I heard?
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, good ball. Okay. Sounded funny.
It did.
It sounded funny. I thought it looked good, but.
Diego didn't argue, so I'm going to assume that it was what it was, 13-4, 2 more, and then he advances.
Good return. Great return again by Diego. Bullet of a serve by Conrado. Diego gets a racket on it, and too much for Conrado to handle.
Who's next up on this court again?
Mr. Kane Wazelenchuk, you heard of him?
I think I have.
And Diego Garcia.
He's that hockey player that plays racquetball, right?
Oh, he'd love to hear you say. 4.
Oh.
He's good.
Oh, he just fell awkwardly. I thought he went head first into the wall, which would have hurt the wall. With that spiky hair. Not that I'm jealous or anything. Skip that at about the short line there. See, now that's his first point in probably the last 20 minutes.
Yeah. Might be too little too late, but we'll see what happens here.
That was a really nice cutoff.
So, again, different opponents, but at the top of this match, I told the story that Diego came from a 8-14 deficit and a 9-14 deficit to win his match last night.
Oh, really?
So we know he can do it. Again, it was a little bit different opponent, but he doesn't give up. And Robbie Collins is who he played last night.
And that was a very nice return from Conrado to get back in the box for his second or third opportunity at game point, match point.
Match point, yep. Yep, it's a short serve.
Carrie is just so good. She was calling it short for the referee. Man.
Yeah, well, we just got a great angle on that. We are sitting just past the short line on the right-hand side here.
Yep. Yeah, it was going to be trouble as soon as he less than stellar return.
Yeah, so Conrado takes this one, and he is moving on to the quarterfinals, which will be tonight. His match is at 6 p.m. We're going to be back on this court in about 15 minutes. Matt, you're joining me for that one as well?
I certainly can.
All right.
If you'll have me.
You bet. So give us about 15 minutes, and we will bring you the Kane Wazelenchuk Diego Garcia match right here on IRT Live.
Hi, this is Alan Eccles. Welcome to Manufacturing Marvels. Today we're in Rockdale, Illinois, and home of the KWM Gutter Corporation. For over 40 years, this family-owned and operated corporation has been producing the finest continuous gutter machines in the United States. Building the highest quality gutter machines is in the DNA of the Miner family. Owners Keith and Ken Miner oversee the company's daily operations. They are masterful in manufacturing KWM's Ironman gutter machines and are nationally recognized as experts in seamless roll-forming equipment. KWM's entire product line is manufactured in their 100,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility. KWM is conveniently located just 45 miles southwest of Chicago, making access to their facility and product delivery advantageous to customers and distributors alike. But the company's reach is really quite global. KWM gutter machines are sold in 5 continents, including North and South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. Visit them at kwmgutterman.com. This is Alan Eccles for Manufacturing Marvels.